Hey everyone, so I'm back again with another video. This time around I have part 3 of my updated 3DS collection series. As I have been showing off in the previous videos, all these games are going to be in alphabetical order. In the first video I took a look at my special editions, premium editions, collector's editions, what have you. And then starting with the second part, I took a look at my standard releases in alphabetical order. So with today's games, I'm going to be starting with Final Fantasy Explorers. Now, Final Fantasy Explorers, it's definitely an experience for a group of friends rather than just one person on their own. But it is, of course, still playable on your own. Basically, with this here, you have your sort of hub world, and every time you go out and explore, you go a little bit further and further and further. And definitely when you're playing with friends, it's a much more enjoyable experience. But I haven't really had the chance to play all that often with other people, only on a couple of instances. But when I did get to play with other people, it was very fun, a very, very fun experience. And that probably lends credence to why Square Enix even sold on their website a 4-pack of this game so that you could play with a full group, which was kind of interesting. But yeah, Final Fantasy Explorers, somewhat of a standard Final Fantasy experience, but without an actual sort of open world feel to it. But still a very interesting and enjoyable game nonetheless. Moving on from there, there is Final Fantasy again on my mind. Fire Emblem Awakening. Now, this is actually the first Fire Emblem game that I personally played, and I did enjoy what I did play of this. I do like sort of turn-based strategy games, but if I remember correctly, I got to, I think, like 20 or 30 levels into the game, and then I proceeded to sort of just give up after losing like 3 or 4 times in a row. And I still to this day have not gone back to it, which is a big shame, but I should really seriously spend some time on this game and start playing it again and actually get to finish this game, because sooner or later another Fire Emblem game is coming out. I forget what it's called now, but another one's coming out sometime this year, so I should really think about finishing this before I move on to any other Fire Emblem games. Next up is Kid Icarus Uprising, and all that I can really say about this game is that, well, I do like that it's an on-rail shooter, and they implemented the sort of AR functionality of the 3DS in a weird way with this game by having all these associated trading cards with it. But the game itself controls absolutely terribly, and I would never really recommend this game to anybody other than, say, a fan of the Kid Icarus series that just really wants to play another Kid Icarus game, even though this is a completely different experience. But otherwise I really wouldn't have anything else to say other than the fact that this game just has absolutely terrible controls, and the only reason why people really buy it is for the sort of collectability aspect of it. Moving on from there is a Kirby game, Kirby Triple Deluxe, and I absolutely enjoyed this Kirby game, even though I finished it quite easily, and even the bonus games are quite simple with Kirby Fighters and DDD's Drum Dash. The game itself was still enjoyable, and I loved playing through this game. But since I finished it, I haven't really gone back to it, and that sort of seems to be what happens with a lot of Kirby games and me. I play through it, finish it, and never actually bother to play anymore after I've completed the game. But I do really like the Kirby Fighters mini game in this as well, which is definitely a draw to get back to this game even after you've completed the main portion of this game. Next up are all these Zelda games that I have for the 3DS. I have Zelda A Link Between Worlds, which was an amazing Zelda game, but just again, it suffers from the fact that once I play these games, a lot of these games, you play through them once and then they don't really offer all that much to do after you've completed the story. So there's Zelda: A Link Between Worlds. After that, there's Majora's Mask 3D, Ocarina of Time 3D, and the latest acquisition for me is The Legend of Zelda Triforce Heroes, which I have been playing sort of the single player experience. I haven't really had a chance to play with other people online, just because since I got this game and I started playing this, I've been having some difficulty connecting my 3DS to my Wi-Fi. But I'm gonna consider playing this online a couple times and see how it works out, trying to communicate with other players as to what you want to do in the game. Now, moving on from that are the two last games I'm going to be showing you guys in this video. They're both Mario games, I suppose. First one here is Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. The other one is Mario & Luigi Dream Team. Two very vastly different experiences here. With Luigi's Mansion, honestly, I just have not been able to get into this. I do not like Luigi at all, and I constantly try to play this and the GameCube, the original Luigi's Mansion, but it just doesn't click for me. I don't know what it is about sort of Luigi's whimpering, weird nature, but I just do not care for him. Now, as for Mario & Luigi Dream Team, I do love the Mario & Luigi games. I do like the combination of like both of them working together to do all the different attacks and the sort of perfect timing that you have to have in implementing each of the attacks. I really do like the kind of gameplay that this offers, but at the end of the day, I still have not completed this one because I did, for the longest time, commit a lot of time in trying to finish Mario & Luigi Bowser's Inside Story, which I had gotten stuck on many years ago, but I did end up finishing that, and now I have to devote more time to trying to finish this game here. But that's it. That's all I wanted to show you guys in this video. As always, leave comments in the comment section below. Anything you'd like to say, comments, questions, suggestions, ideas, anything at all, just put in the comment section below and I will get back to you as soon as I possibly can. Check out my Facebook, Twitter, and website. They're all linked in the description below. And also linked in the description below is a link to my 500 subscribers contest. Check that out as well if you'd like. And that's it. See ya.